Coming out of the bullpen for the Canadian Junior National Team, Roy Halladay's son, Braden Halladay, heading into the game.
I was born in Toronto, Ontario. I'm a right-handed pitcher. My favorite player is Nolan Ryan.
Mom Brandy, and you can only imagine what's going through her mind right now and all the thoughts she's having on a very emotional day. Roy Halladay passing away in a plane crash in November. Now here 4 months later, 17-year-old Braden Halladay, just a junior in high school in Florida, is part of the Canadian Junior National Team, as he said, born in Toronto, wants to pitch for Canada, and I don't think we should speculate, but we can all imagine what he just wrote into the dirt on the back of the mound. And here he is on to face the Blue Jays. Again, he is not that hard of a thrower. He told us about 83 to 85. He's a finesse guy. As Buck said, he'll probably grow into it. Dad was big and strong. You can imagine Braden putting on some strength, and he is committed right now to play baseball, not this September, but next September at Penn State.
Yeah, he's going to go to Penn State. He pitches for Calvary Christian Academy here in Clearwater. And his dad coached him a lot as a youngster, his brother Ryan as well. And this has got to be a special moment for him to be able to pitch on this same mound that his father pitched on early in his career. And the crowd, they were very aware of who was pitching. They all got to their feet and gave him a nice round of applause as he made his way to the mound.
Yeah, it was really something. Even before he crossed the left field line, they knew he was coming in. Breaking ball fouled back, 2-2.
Of course, Roy, in his second big league start in September of '98, took a no-hitter into the ninth inning with 2 outs. Bobby Higginson hit an opposite field home run, the only hit in that game. And that was just an indication of what was ahead for Roy Halladay.
Braden was asked before the game about how his father helped him as a coach after retirement. Roy coached Braden for a number of years, and he said, well, everything, but it was a lot of the mental side, the preparation, figuring things out on the fly. Fly ball into left field. And McGregory Contreras is retired for the first out.
Another Cy Young Award. And 2 Cy Young Awards for his father, Roy. And there's a curveball for a strike.
Good one. Let's go down to Arash.
Well, Dan, you mentioned the mental side of the game. Braden said, look, I focus on technique more than velocity. He said his dad drilled Braden on mechanics and mindset and on the preparation front. He said it'd be 30 minutes before a game, and if I'd be walking around, Dad would sit me down on the bench and say, don't talk to anyone. He said if I'd throw a curveball in the dirt, he'd say, don't baby it. Braden said, look, from a mental preparation side, I want to get myself to the point in games where I want to be at the point, if anyone speaks to me, I don't even hear them when I'm pitching. I said, it sounds like someone I remember. He said, I'm kind of that way. He said, if a freshman comes up to me, I'll kick them. I'm so laser focused. I said, what if it's a senior? He said, well, it depends on the senior whether or not I'd kick him.
Smart kid.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? He talks about his mental focus. And of course, Roy had to regroup a bit, went back down to the minor leagues. And when he came back, boy, he was a totally different pitcher and became that Cy Young Award winner.
And another fly ball, 2 up, 2 down for Braden Halladay. Mom Brandy in attendance here in Dunedin. And as Braden mentioned when we came out of the half inning, he was born in Toronto. He grew up in Toronto and spent tons of time in the Blue Jay clubhouse and with Dad Roy, one of the great pitchers this franchise has ever seen. And these pictures they're heartwarming and they're tough all at the same time.
Absolutely. Yep. To think that at such a young age, just 40 years old, that Roy would pass away in a horrific plane crash, and right here, not 10 miles from this ballpark.
And here just 4 months after that tragic day, here is Braden meeting with the press, joking with his teammates, handling himself with remarkable poise and maturity, and coming on here to pitch against the Toronto Blue Jays.
He got a chance to retire Bo Bichette, something that hasn't happened very often today.
Yeah. Bichette 3 for 4 with a sac fly and 4 RBIs, having another Bo Bichette kind of day.
Got 2 strikes on him again. Let's watch how he changes his approach a little bit. He'll spread out. He'll not take a stride, just trust his hands to get to the ball, and he is a very dangerous 2-strike hitter.
Halladay goes to the curveball, gets a ground ball to short, and how about that? Braden Halladay, 3 up, 3 down. And everybody on both sides knows exactly who this young man is.
Good for you, Braden.
End of 8. Halladay off the field. We go top 9 when we come back.